Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering whether you've come to the right place, don't worry, you have. There's something magical in the air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the gamma radiation. So sit back, relax, and get yourself a nice cool bottle of sarsaparilla as we get ready to patrol the Mojave while our Spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle. I'll see you on stream, baby. Alright, let's do it. Welcome, howdy partners. Hello everyone. First off, hello Nightcore. How are you? It's good to see you. It's everyone else, including Nightcore, not excluding Nightcore. Happy Australia Day. Today is Australia Day. It is the most divisive day in my nation because apparently celebrating the day of your nation's founding is considered problematic sometimes. Regardless, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you all. Apologies for yesterday. Power was out because some boomers don't take care of their trees. I didn't get the power back on till about 9 o'clock, and I decided to go to bed. Anyway, it's really hot in here. I'm not going to lie. I'm sweating. I need ice cream to cool myself down. But while I get this started, may as well say a couple things. What flavor is it? It is passion pine. So I'm assuming that's passion fruit. You probably can't read that too well. Passion pine, which I'm assuming consists of passion fruit and pineapple. Personally, I'm more geared toward, what do you call it? Lime, but that's just me. Anyway, please do forgive me. I am fucking sweating my ass off. It is so hot in here right now. And this room is the only room without an air conditioner. I'm just a lucky guy. Anyway, Nightcore, how are you going? Everything going well with you? Is it hot in Japan right now? Or is it nice and cool? What am I looking for? Forgetting where my Steam library is because I'm an absolute goober. Let's go. Fuck. Well, I hope you get better soon. Hopefully what you've got isn't too debilitating. I wish you a swift recovery. But yeah, damn, it's cold. I envy you right now though. I envy you right now, though. It was 44 degrees today. It's still hot now. That's alright. Just don't worry. Because it's going to be cooler tomorrow. It's going to be 42 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be much cooler. Alright. Back at it again. Good old new fucking Vegas. Love it, hate it, somewhere in between. My gosh. My golly gosh. Alrighty. So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of over New Vegas. And I want to move on to the next game. And I've decided what the next game is. The next game is going to be Fable. Why is it going to be Fable? Well, a couple of reasons. Becca keeps busting my balls. She keeps asking, but it's fair because it's a good recommendation. And then, I want to make a video on it because I want to play all the games. I do need to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And the reason I need to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is because it's gonna come into a video that I got planned, right? Because I'm not going to be releasing a video this month. Why aren't I doing it? Because I'm going to get the Virgin achievement in case in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. I got the Virgin achievement. I think I can do it. But more importantly, I need to play it because I need to play different RPGs. Because oh. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and I can't multitask. Got a lot going on. I'm just trying to unload all my shit. I get ambushed. So rude. Man can't buy bullets in peace. Anyway. Couple things. Sorry. So, why am I gonna not release a video this month? Well, I'm not releasing a video this month. Come here. Come here. There you go. Love to see it. Alright, why aren't I releasing a video this month? I'm not releasing a video this month because I was in the middle of editing my video on Divinity. Because the way that I had my schedule was that I was gonna stream a game and I was gonna make a video on the game, essentially reviewing the game. But I've decided that I don't know if I want to stay true to that schedule. The main reason for that is because of the success of the best video on the channel. So the best video technically on the channel as it stands at the moment is my Knights of the Old Republic 2 video. And I'm not 100% happy with that video. To be completely honest, I'm not 100% happy with any video that I've made. Little disappointing, to be honest. And that sounds a little nihilistic for no reason. Right? What are you looking at? The problem I have is that, and I said this to Lady Cannoli, and I don't know if I can articulate it well enough, but I'm going to try. When I made that video and I saw all the comments.
Welcome, sir.
All I saw were the same comments you see on every single video ever related to that topic. Very frustrating. Very frustrating because like what and the video did okay in comparison to every other video that I've made, but what about, you know, the long term? Am I just going to be making videos that just reflects popular opinions? Because that's just what it felt like. I reflected a popular opinion. And it really didn't bring anything new to the conversation. And that's what annoys me. Because I think that the videos that I make, in order to succeed, need to, and more importantly, for it to be a video that I'm proud of. Because the success is one thing. But the success doesn't mean as much to me as the video actually being something that I'm proud of. Something that I can turn around and say, I'm happy with that video. That video didn't bring anything new to the conversation, and as such, I would prefer to make a different style of video. The reviews that I do are okay, but like I said, they don't really bring anything new to the conversation, and that's disappointing. Do I take Salt Upon Wounds Power Fist or my Power Fist? Almost got a poison effect, so it seems like it's going to be better right off the rip. Should need more than one. See, there's too much thinking involved now. There's too much thinking involved. I hate it. I hate it. I should just sell this stuff because I'm not using it. Anyway, so I want to make videos now that have a little bit more substance to them. Videos that not push the boundary, but videos that are a little bit more interesting. I'd like to make videos like that. Videos that I think I'm going to be happy with. So what does that mean? Well, I'm going to do my next video on New Vegas. Well, it's stuff you learn along the way, right? Exactly. All right. I still want to stream. I don't know whether I stream too much, but in the sense that, you know, like I'm streaming because I thought that's what I like, because it seemed like it melded well with what I wanted to do. And I still want to do it because I have fun. I like coming on and speaking to you guys. It's a lot more fun than what I thought it would be. I didn't really have high expectations going into it, but I've been pleasantly surprised. And to be honest, I would feel really ashamed if I gave up because, you know, some of you guys have given me a little bit of money, and it's like, well, I don't know, like I appreciate that. So I'd feel absolutely terrible if I didn't return the favor by providing some entertainment, even if it's just for you guys to laugh at me. But I digress. I'm going to throw my hat in the ring and talk about New Vegas. But how am I going to talk about New Vegas? Right? New Vegas is probably the perfect example because I was thinking about it and I said to myself, no, streaming is fun. It is fun. It is fun because it's like you get to do something different. You get to interact with people. Sometimes people can be a bit overzealous when they watch, but that's just the nature of the beast, right? Because some people, you know, they weren't raised the same as you, so their idea of what's okay or whatever is a little off. It's a little disappointing. A little disappointing sometimes, but it is what it is. Yeah, you just keep going. Anyway. Hold on, let me buy this. What do you need? 40 mmg. 40 mmg. You don't have explosives? You do got explosives, surely. I can't read. There we go. Grenade, that's it. That's fine. Alright. So still over encumbered? Bro, relax. I need a place to dump all my shit. I'm probably gonna be using this for the rest of the game. I'm gonna lose. I think I'm gonna lose all of this anyway when I go do the DLC. That's right, this will give me more time to talk. Alright. So, New Vegas. If I make a video on New Vegas in the same style that I've been making every other video, yeah, that is not fun. That's not fun. But to be honest, if people start doing that, that's what the ban feature's for. Yeah, you just got to get rid of them. People should know better. Like I would say that there's not a very big ask on the part of the viewer to understand that. Hey, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't go ahead and just spoil shit. I shouldn't just spoil shit. For the person playing. That's just common decency at that point, right? So you don't want to be doing stuff like that. And I think you shouldn't have to remind them. You should just know. So at that point, you got to do what you got to do. But me making a video on New Vegas. If I make the video the same way that I've been making every other video, what's going to happen is I'm going to make the video. I'm going to say New Vegas is good. New Vegas has a lot of strong points, which it does. Is New Vegas the best 3D Fallout? Absolutely, by a long shot. Why? Because it does simple things. You put points into skills, they feel valuable. Factions are more fleshed out. It's very easy to get immersed because real thought was put into how things function. Factions are more interesting. Sorry, I'm just going to say it. We've seen the Enclave before. Sure, we've seen the NCR before, but Mr. House is a cool concept. In this playthrough, was past tense, he's gone, the house has gone bust. But also, you know, Caesar's Legion. Alright, Caesar's Legion, bad guys, but interesting faction. The Kings. How cool are the Kings? Alright. The idea of whether or not they fit the setting is a different story. Whether or not it's consistent with the tone of the game, different story. Interesting. NCR Veteran Rangers. Bro, so cool. Alright. It does things better because it's more interesting because like I said, I've said this before. Going around to the post-apocalyptic Las Vegas, going to the casinos and throwing all your chips away is way more interesting than anything you can do in Fallout 3. It's way more interesting. All right, sure, post-apocalyptic Washington, D.C. Could have been done better, but unfortunately, this is where we are. All right. Yeah, hey, B, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? It's good to see you. Alright, so I'll repair that. I'll keep that. I'm not using those. I'll sell those. I guess I'll use Salt Upon Wounds Power Fist, but I'm going to get the Saturnite Superheated Power Fist. NCR. Why the NCR? They hate me. They don't like me very much. They don't like me very much, the NCR. Let's get a lot of this guy. Let's get a lot of this fucking guy. Should just sell these, but that needs fixing. But it's broken. Surely that's enough. I can move. Yep, perfect. Alrighty, let's do it. Alright, so Vegas, fun game. We've established that. I've been saying that at least for the last fucking 16 minutes. Where the hell is this conversation going currently? Alright, so as I said, if I made the video and I talked about that, I feel like that video would get some views. And it wouldn't be bringing anything new to the conversation. Yeah, B, you mentioned that the other day. It's I'm pretty confident that's a term that originated here. Pretty confident that's a term that originated here. Probably fact check a lot of Australians, to be honest. Anyway, today's Australia Day, so get excited. Where are we going? We're gonna go to the science fiction. Which is located here, Mojave Driving. It was in a roleplay server, so they weren't even like they didn't even RP properly. They didn't even RP properly. What was the point? Disgusting. All right, let me finish the point that I'm talking about before I move on to do anything else. All right, before I do this DLC. Totally broke my immersion. Fair. Now, video I want to make on New Vegas isn't about why I think the game is good. I think there are countless people already talking about why New Vegas is a good game. Easy enough to understand, right? But New Vegas is a game that people hold in such reverence that it is so uncommon to see people actually discuss what are legitimate grievances with the game outside of, oh, it just has a lot of technical issues. And I think that's because people like the game, and in comparison to the other Fallout games, should rage bait for the views. There's going to be a little bit of rage bait. There's going to be a little bit of rage bait just to get people's attention, right? It's going to be a little bit exploitative in that sense. But I'm going to be making an interesting point here. Well, I think it's interesting because I haven't seen anyone else do this, and this is the point I want to make. New Vegas isn't perfect, but I'm going to explain why, and I'm going to say that I think that the excuses that everyone uses to give it for the reason why it's no good doesn't excuse the fact that at best this game is a 7 out of 10, right? It is not the best game ever. It is not one of the greatest games ever. It is a good game, but it has plenty of shorts, right? And I don't know whether it's just because, I don't know, maybe I've got other stuff going on in my life that's put a sour taste in my mouth, but I haven't really been enjoying this playthrough, and I haven't really been enjoying this playthrough for a couple of reasons. One, I've already been and done everything. I've got over 500 hours, or close to 500 hours in New Vegas, right? I've been and done absolutely everything that I could do in this game. That's not the issue, right? I'll tell you, on my first playthrough of New Vegas, the way that people hyped it up, I was severely underwhelmed with certain aspects of the game. You can't interact with some of these factions in meaningful ways that people talk about, right? Is the writing in New Vegas better than any of the other Bethesda games? Yes. Is that saying much? No, not really, because Bethesda's writing hasn't really been that good for a while now, right? I think that some of the quests are boring as fuck. And I think that, the game isn't great. I still think there's a lot of parts of the game that are just black and white, good or bad. Which is fine. Factions like the Legion, underdeveloped. Yes, I understand there's plenty of content. And yes, I understand the reasons why the game was made the way that it was, why it had all those issues. But it doesn't excuse the fact that it has those flaws, right? And I'm not just saying this to be contrarian to get people's opinion. There's a little element of that. But the main element is that I saw something the other day that really pissed me off. Because it's a thought that I've been having in the back of my head, right? So I started playing New Vegas, and then I started playing Fallout 4 off stream. Because I'm like, all right, I'll give this a shot. Because I do like parts of Fallout 4. What do I like about Fallout 4? I like turning on the radio, jumping in a suit of power armor, and just blowing shit up. That's fun. Using the power armor feels fun. The settlement building, not really my favorite thing, but a dabble, right? So there's elements of Fallout 4 that work. Fallout 4 is not a good game. There's plenty wrong with Fallout 4. To call it an RPG is a big stretch. Right? It's really an action adventure game, is what it is. But what happened when I got back into Fallout 4 is that I would have a look at Fallout 4 content. Do you feel guilty when you play games off stream, not for a video, / not for a video now, lol? No. I do it in my own time just because whatever, if I feel like it. I don't feel guilty. Am I supposed to? I like streaming. Sometimes the streaming's a little bit too much, and sometimes it's mainly because I got other stuff going on, and I don't really want to come on and bring on bad energy on stream. You guys don't need to see that. You guys aren't my therapist, right? I got Lady Cannoli for that. Lady Cannoli is my counselor. Isn't that right, babe? She says yeah. Anyway, what I'm saying is that when I got back into it, Nycor says hi, babe. She says hi back. Sorry, she's in the other room. I got all the doors open because it's so hot in here. I don't know. My room, like I said, my room is the only room without net. And I don't think you should feel bad for playing games off stream. Like, you like playing video games here. This is what you do in your own time. Also, just to make sure you don't feel bad, I'm just reminding you that Pepsi is superior to Coke. That's for you, Nightcore. That's just it. I wouldn't feel guilty. I don't understand why you'd feel guilty. Anyway, I don't see a reason why you should feel guilty. Because you play video games because you like playing video games. So you should feel free to play whatever video game you want. I think it might be a bit silly to play the video game that you're streaming offline unless there's a purpose for it. Perhaps maybe to get better at the game. Because, I mean, I feel kind of bad when I'm on here and I'm like, the gameplay isn't the best. Like, that's boring. Like, you guys don't want to see that. You actually want to see... I'm sure it's more interesting to see somewhat competent gameplay. Unless it makes more sense to see me go through that trial and error, right? You know what I mean? Anyway. What I saw, getting back into Fallout 4 content, is seeing the vitriol, the fucking disgust, and the endless echo chamber-like rhetoric that people have about Bethesda games, about Fallout 4, and then, by proxy, New Vegas. It's the same opinion over and over and over again. When I was reading the comments on the video that I did on Knights of the Old Republic 2, I saw the same comments people were making on videos 5-6 years ago. Best writing ever. Such a shame they didn't have the chance to make the full game. Obsidian were robbed. They should have made code. The same comments, right? And that annoyed me. You know why it annoyed me? Because I've heard all this before. And it made me feel like I was making slop, is what it felt like. And it's my fault, because I didn't make a video that didn't even bring anything new to the table. Yeah, okay, I put my little twist on it. But how many people watch my videos, or how many people subscribe because of my personality? I don't know how many. And if they did subscribe for my personality and my opinions, then what I do next shouldn't matter. What annoyed me is that I felt like I didn't really bring anything new to the conversation. And so, one, that's probably reflected in its performance. And two, I'm not very proud of it, because I'm not making money off this. I'm doing this because I want to. And I want to make videos that I'm proud of. Which is why I can't see myself doing the same video that I did for Divinity, mainly because I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm still not feeling it. Triggered cannoli indeed. I got triggered. I got fucking triggered. So triggered. Right? Which is why I have a really good idea. I have a really good idea for a video that will include Ego Draconis about Divinity. Right? Because when I was doing the video, I came across I watched the video that the Larian Studios team made talking about them developing the game, right? And they talked about what their original designs were. And their original design for the game was fucking crazy. Like, they were going to have an RTS mode at the end where, okay, so what it was like a small-scale version of what Mass Effect 3 tried to do. You go around, you get all these different people to join you in the fight and battle against Damien, right? And it was going to be like an RTS thing, and you got to take over stuff. Like, that sounds really fucking cool, and they should have had that in the game, but they didn't, because they couldn't get the funding, they couldn't find a publisher that would trust them, and for one reason or another, they didn't go through with it, right? And Ego Draconis has plenty of faults. I tried to enjoy the game. Some parts of it I really didn't like, but upon reflection, there was a few parts of the game that I did thoroughly enjoy. And it made me think about a couple of things. I got really retrospective about it, and I'll probably release what I have prepared for the video in the Discord as cut content, because maybe someone will find it interesting, maybe not. So I'll release it at some point. I'll get a link. I'll get a link in there so people can have a look at it. Now, what am I going to do about Fallout 4? I'm going to talk about how Fallout 4 is a good game, but people make excuses for it. And it doesn't change the fact that it has faults. And then I'm going to say that the way that people conduct themselves online regarding Fallout is bad. And it's actually kind of pathetic. The other day, I can't remember the guy's name. He makes art for Fallout New Vegas. He got bullied because he said he'd like something in the TV show. And because people hate the TV show because it doesn't represent Fallout 4 right. It's got Bethesda all over it, so people hate it. They dogpiled this person. You know, all the grifters, all the guys that say Fallout shit now, Fallout shit now. Again, the same opinions you hear over and over and over and over again. Ridiculous. Just talking about how much they fucking hate it. They bullied this poor person so much. They didn't deserve it. And it was such a misunderstanding because the person loves New Vegas. He just like, who is shooting in the background? Right? He just liked an aspect of the show. Why would someone deserve to get bullied for that? Uber. Right. And so, what I want to say is that the way that they conduct... I've been talking so long that the thing changed. The way that they conduct themselves is ridiculous. And it needs to be changed. Because it's not... It's just ridiculous. Right? And I'm going to say that what people need to do is, unironically, they need to learn to let go. They need to learn to let go. Right? The whole theme of this game is about letting go. Right? About how holding on to old world ideals doesn't get us anywhere. If I was any more triggered, I'd be ICE's #1 employee. Oh my god. Anyway. I think that that's going to be a more exciting video because I'm really going to be talking about something that I probably understand more. And then on top of that, I'm also going to be bringing something new to the conversation because who's there to, or who talks about the issues with New Vegas? Who talks about that the way that the Fallout community conducts itself is ridiculous? Who's willing to say that they carry on like a bunch of man-children that needs to be fixed? Who says that? I don't know. Unhinged indeed. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapons schematics, and nuclear theories.
I actually broke it up into little
pieces. The problems began to outpace the solutions. First, geometrically, then exponentially.
I'm starving.
As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath,
I have way too much to
Big
eat
Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep.
Lady Canoa is
The
going to kill me.
creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the big empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
I had way too much to eat today. What did I do? I got up, mowed the lawn, cleaned out the air conditioner, went for a run, did something else, I can't remember. But I've had way too much. Way too much. I had 2 lamb chops, salad, mashed potatoes, then I had banana, and then I had 2 eggs on a slice of toast. I've had enough. Lady Canola's gonna kill me if I eat any more food. I know. You're hungry, you're hungry, I know. I also went for a run today, even though it was 44 degrees. I wanted to build different. But I'm my own worst enemy. I gotta stop binge eating. That's my problem. Alright. So, Big MT. Did you have yourself a couple of wanks at least? No, I didn't even do. I didn't even give myself a. I didn't even let myself drink a glass of water. That's why I was drinking Pepsi, because I was hoping it was going to fill me up. I only got a little bit of water left. Anyway, you feel strangely heavier. A quick inspection of your body reveals faint surgical scars on your head, chest, and neck. You are no longer dressed as a member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Damn, how are they gonna know who I am? Look at a big empty curve. Hey yo. Bro's the CEO of Mewing. Look at that jawline. Alright, let's have a look. Sync. That's right. None of this is gonna turn on. Head, neck, shoulder, knees, and toes. Think tank. Oh, I've got all my stuff on me, don't I? I don't know why I don't think I had anything on. Let's go. Oh. Strange feeling of pacifism has overcome me, and I cannot draw my weapons. Oh no. Nerds.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in
Wait.
the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... Why, Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
Excuse me. Oi, B, what's up? What are you saying? I'm practicing. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Also, where were you? It was Australia Day today. How come you weren't celebrating? Anyway, I don't give a shit what you got to say, science man. Tell me why you hold me here.
That response seemed demanding, as if cutting to the chase. How surgical. Reminds me of... Dr. Klein! A transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us! It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine! Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
See ya.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius, and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
Damn.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us.
Basically speedrunning full out IRL. Bruh. Respect. Do you want to trade? Do you want the heat wave? Do you want the heat wave here? I don't know if you heard me before. It's 44 degrees. I'm fucking dying, bro.
We removed your brain. Yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
The brain has been replaced with advanced technologies. Your head can no longer be crippled and is resistant to chem addiction and shock from bodily damage.
Yeah, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
Tesla coils in its head.
This is
Sorry to
fortunate
give
in
up,
many
bro.
respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that. Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
I hurt all over.
Maybe you should have removed its voice box, Dala. I'm surprised you didn't, actually.
I assume full responsibility. I take my duties in the prodding and excision of living, breathing tissue quite seriously. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart. Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Oh man, the intro for this DLC is so fucking long. Anyway, it's cold people getting deported. When they catch me, I'm gonna tell them that I'm Aussie. Based. Third Eye, how you doing, buddy? The dialogue takes like an hour or more. I know, it takes forever. Like, it's the worst. Like, Old World Blues is probably my least favorite. I hated this so much on my first playthrough. It actually sent me to sleep. I felt like a lobotomer playing it. I was just like, you guys shut the fuck up.
Spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
To be correct, you should say, the autodoc took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
Lovely.
That autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush! That is the sound of flushing. By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science. That is correct, yes. I hope you're not demonstrating resentment now. If you are, well, we can't have that.
With my luck, Trump's going to go for Australia once I'm there after taking Greenland. What would be the point? What would be the point? He's already got a trade deal to take all of the natural resources that we're not using, that we're not fucking... We've already done the rare earth metal deal to sell all that stuff there because we're fucking dumb. We needed to wait for a deal with America to realize that we should be more proactive. We use the abundant resources we have here. It wouldn't be much of a point. I think it'd be safe. Just gotta watch out. the whole. No, I won't get into it. You'll be fine. Not sure about Greenland though. What makes Greenland so valuable? Is it because there's lots of oil there?
We have no idea. This line of questioning isn't important to us right now. Why are you asking these tangential questions? Stop it! We need these technologies. You need to get them. You must get them.
You are equipped to retrieve the technologies with your primitive form. We are not.
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands, and a heartbeat, sort of, and eyes, mostly the hands. There's door handles and lockers and...
Enough! We need your help. Will you help us? Oh.
Yes, Dr. Klein, what?
Not you, oh, you idiot. I meant oh in the sense of, oh, I wasn't predicting it would respond that way. Can it say no?
I was worried I was going to get too political if I say what I was going to say because, like I said, it was Australia Day. They had a few marches today for like white Australia stuff. Is I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that stuff. Truth be told, I'm not sure if they'd consider me white. I know they didn't consider my family white when they first moved over here.
Leaving? But you can't. I don't mean that as a threat. The radar fence that surrounds the big mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system. But the nerve degradation is nothing
What
to
is
worry
it?
about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously by your deadened perceptions.
Enough! We need your help. Will you help us? Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes.
The
Or
hell
get
is that?
buried. Or blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us.
Where's my phone? What are you telling me to search up this time? The hell are you telling me to look up? Okay.
The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac-dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic soundwave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old-world gestures lightly. Our intentions exactly. The important thing is you rush quickly through this task so as not to waste our time. Do not get curious, or you will end up like the cat of Schrödinger.
We feared you would be tempted to explore Big Mountain Crater and examine the many amazing non-mandatory research labs that lie off your designated path. The many such optional explorations are discouraged. Work hurriedly as if you have blinders on, and leave curiosities and items of interest alone.
So many sciences and developments. Pass them by. Let impatience and the desire to simply finish, to end it all quickly and carelessly guide you.
Right you are, 8. In our test results, we'll make a note about how quickly you ran our maze. Nobel challenge.
After all, there will be plenty of time afterward to partake of the experiments once our bidding is done.
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a
What kind of
moment.
sonic weapons?
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module.
These dialogues are really starting to piss me off.
It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's
What makes you say
name do we
that?
need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was commie think tattletale and all the kids you hated. You little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun. Getting it warmed up. Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh. All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco termlink code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
What did it say? Spit lead? What, like pencils?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
A gun? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns kill. Leave big open holes in you that are like sores, but worse.
Dr. Klein reminds me of a
Dr. 8 is
coworker.
correct.
Have
We
fire.
already have given the teddy bear a lethal sonic death ray, filled with his sonic ejaculate and sterilized by my soft oohing. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock with an Abraxo chaser. Delicious and redundantly deadly.
If you're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the Loboto bear a combustion gun. Burroughs, don't you have something like that?
Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns... Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the Cyberdog gun, with the little floppy metal ears and the curious nose sensor. Here.
Fine. Done. That gun makes me uncomfortable anyway. Always worried it's going to hump my chassis. Anything else, lobotomite?
Oh my god.
Fine. Boros, more ammo. The good stuff.
Top shelf ammunition. Let's see. Hollow point? That's worthless, but tasty. Oh, and here's some JFP. As if bullets need jackets. The JFP might make it ill and poop a lot, but when you're hungry, you're hungry.
Could use some more energy stuff.
No. What else can we deny you?
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a force field kind of thing. Once.
Force fields prevent us from moving, forward or backward.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O.
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dalla. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised the things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
Yes, but not currently.
Oh man,
Yeah,
hurry the
we've
fuck
all
up.
said part of the schematics.
Good, I wasn't
Or
joking.
Boros did. In one of his stupid labs. Or inside one of his stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force. Forever.
Hey babe. I was gonna ask if she could shoot me, I'm so tired of this.
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do. Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes. Thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at, My monitor radar is slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
What do you think I should do it?
That would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus, some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
H says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there with my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic, combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free, has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
Hormonal whims. Oh.
I cannot dispute your logic. Do we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trick the Sync's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these
boring and
so-called
fucking
bottle
dead.
caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
Again, your logic is unassailable in its simplistic need. Oh?
Fine. It's not going to help. That chip will probably refuse them anyway, as stuck up as it is.
If I were not as intelligent as I am, I would feel as if perhaps I'm being tricked. Impossible. Oh, more.
How do you make the lobotomite a bottle cap factory, Klein? Or better yet, give it a ton of things to activate the chip.
Again, the logic of the request is clear. Tonnage is not needed, only adequate weight. Everyone, display your things.
I do not understand, yet I am intrigued by this potential display.
No, wait, you don't need to fill up the emitter again, really. Klein means things for trade. Display for trade. All right, let's consolidate. There's got to be some junk around here. Magazines, useless. More caps, medicinal supplies, useless. Here.
Rare, I guess. Might be more somewhere, I forget. I mean, such knowledge is encrypted deep in my databanks. Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink if you must, but leave us to our research.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
I don't know how long we've been fucking talking, but I swear. Oh my fucking god. Forgot what I'm actually supposed to play the game. These guys haven't endeared me at all. I really don't want to help these guys at all. I know we're supposed to, but I really don't want
Alright, what do I need to do? I need to get rid of my stuff. I got way too much stuff. Any buff out? No. Oh fuck. Where'd all those addictions come from? Whoop. We finger blasting today? Honestly, I'm about to finger blast myself because I'm so fucking. My god. I've been talking for like 600 fucking years. Oh, kill me. I need to ditch all this. Oh, you know, I'll just fucking walk. Ellen, how are you? You doing well, buddy? Fuck me. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of the scientists, so I reckon we just blow them up. The Yu Yu Hakusho fiend emote. I've never really, I don't know too much about Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho, isn't that made by the same guy that made Hunter x Hunter?
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink. I am your electronic valet and household central processor. In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, any goods Sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface.
Yeah, nice.
Whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very...
So expensive.
Might I be of service? Very good, sir. Should Sir be in the market for...
Alright. Oh. What's... I think that's how strong that was. Let me just dump some stuff that I'm not using. Place to store it. Here's a good place to store it. Don't need that. Don't need those. Don't need those. Bone saw. Alright, we're done.
Perhaps Sir would care to put Sir's feet up, and I might serenade Sir with the dulcet tones of a light opera.
Maybe next time. I don't even remember this. Oh, hold on. You know what I should make while I'm up here? I should make a couple of weapon repair kits. I should make some weapon repair kits money gonna be able to make for him?
Might I be of service?
She's got. Anyway, Ellen, how have you been? Everything all good, buddy? Everything alright? I came up with a better idea how to make the Divinity video. If you're smart enough, you can decode the radio waves, but I'm not smart enough to do it.
The lobotomite animal before me. Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal? Just as I feared. Questions.
Have you done all we asked? If not, we will not hesitate to ask again.
Lady Doctor. There's a way to... I'll call it, there's a way to like get all their... to get them to side with you. But... or to turn on you at the end, but I really can't control it. Oh, hold on, wait, that's essential.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly... Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, yet you have no such fear facing me. epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please. So. Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and
Pretty sure you can
mouth
whiz her up.
forming words, both revolting and somehow. How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug loll? Until our next.
Sure if I take some mentats. Do I have mentats? Mentats. Introducing it. Cycle. I took that, and then I took some coffee. No, I need to do that.
And you return. Looping. We have. In 43% of observed cases, true lobotomites left alone will fight for dominance or inject bodily fluids into each other's orifices. Unsanitary. I have tried to observe more cases, but subjects seem unwilling to release bodily fluids in my presence. What? Nonsense. What? What are you doing? Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography? Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. I cannot deny it. The illogic of it. The betrayal of our own beliefs. I blame my curiosity. Really? What is this? You seek to shame me in front of the others? How intriguing. Yes, I'll partake. This shameful feeling is quite invigorating. How new. And you'll keep coming back to collect your payment, correct? Yes, that will be fine. Here, please. Take this from me with your rough, bacterial-laden hands. My stored, repressed juices as your filthy compensation. Oh, and here's a tip. That's customary, isn't it? Been so long, really.
Got paid to riz up a fucking monitor. Go team. Oh, alright, let's go shoot something. Where are we going first? Oh, excuse me. Alrighty.
Intruder, you will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions or their pincers.
Yeah, go team. Why am I not surprised that somebody finally took my brain out? Well, what can I say? All good things must eventually come to an end. And then eventually, when a problem gets so bad, someone has to address it. Yep, let's go. Oh, it's automatic. That took forever. My golly gosh. Anyway, Jax, how are you? Doing well? Excuse me. Hiccups. I've never really. Has anyone used the gun before? The KR. What do you call this? Like the K9000. I never really used it. Shooting. The feedback is so shit. Morning. Making myself breakfast right now? Yeah, nice. Other than that, everything going well? You've been keeping well? I'm not having fun with that at all. That's my style right there. Baba Booey. Alright, next. That's lovely. Point in that, huh? Nothing. Stick Yeah, I'm good. How about me? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for asking. Yeah. All good. Just a little annoyed. Fucking the opening for Old World Blues is so boring. It just takes so long. It's my fault. I should have just skipped over it much faster. Really not one of my favorite DLCs, truth be told. How was family? Electric problem did you solve out? Yeah, what happened was is that there's a I knew what it was immediately when we got the notice. Got a message yesterday before the stream started, and what happened was is that there was a tree, and the branches fell onto the wire, and it just took the power out of my area, and I knew exactly what fucking house it was as well. What pissed me off because the tree's just like on such a bad lane. So it's all good. They fixed it. They fixed it late yesterday, but by the time that they fixed it, I decided that it wasn't worth streaming. So that's why I'm streaming tonight instead. But it's all good, thank you. And yeah, the family's well. Cats are good. They're just struggling with the heat, much like the rest of us. It's 44 degrees right now. And then later Cannoli's also struggling with the heat. She went out in the heat today just to hang out the washing, and she got sunburnt. Just ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. That's how bad it is right now. Fucking hell, I got like minus 30. Yeah, I was talking with B. B said it's like Nyquil. Nyquil was saying it was like 5 degrees in Japan. It's like it's 5 degrees. Yeah, I believe she said it was 5 degrees. And it was. I'll trade you. But don't worry. Tomorrow's going to be cooler. Tomorrow's going to be much cooler. It's going to be 42 degrees instead of 44 today. That's great. I love it.
Attention, lobotomites! Do not neglect to wash the walking eye.
I think that was a wild wasteland thing. Got him. Alright. Fuck, these things hit pretty hard. Like, I need to up my game. Do spiders love heat? Yeah, the insects love the heat. The insects love the heat. And that's how they, because that's I don't know, that's insects just operate in the heat. They all come out. Flies come out, so it gets the spider's attention. It's just so annoying, but it is what it is. They haven't been too bad because I've been focusing on keeping the door shut. Only problem is that like the cats don't really have anywhere to go because we got rid of the litter box, so the cats can. Am I doing something wrong, or these things are just like not dying? Alright. Where am I going? Southeast. Southeast. The X8 Research Center. Saturday Fist. What fist are you using? I'm using Salt Upon Wounds Power Fist. I'll try and get the superheated Saturnite Fist, but I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this DLC. I'm not keen to do it all. This is part of the. Is this the one? So you cleared the DLC? No, I've done. I've only done Honest Hearts. We're doing the DLC now. I mean, this one won't take long if I just focus on doing the yeah, Honest Hearts. Yeah, Honest Hearts. There's not much to do. Like, you go there, do a few things. I explored most of the map. I just didn't do the quest for Walking Cloud because I think she died. I can't remember. And then I didn't do the one for Follows Chalk. Otherwise, we did pretty much everything else. Couldn't really be bothered. It's really not one of my favorites.
Closed until further notice. On an unrelated note, when the close takes 12, please report to the dome.
This is one of the ones that shoot the fucking sound like. Crazy. I remember that. Got him. I called you that big nose cannoli during that DLC. Oh my god. I'm never gonna lose those big nose allegations, am I? Never gonna lose it. Oh yeah, nice. Ow. Just pissing me off. Shooting them's taking too long. Closing the distance. Come here. Knock your fucking lights out, buddy boy. Shit. Oh. Which one's your favorite DLC, Jax? Have you told us which one's your favorite? I wonder what that means. There's only one decent DLC. Lonesome Road. Maybe I should have taken the calendar. I should have taken the Paladin toaster. Why didn't I bring the Paladin toaster? What am I doing? Bro, respectfully, what the hell? Dead money? Oh, that's the gentleman's choice. That's the gentleman's choice. Right?
You must die.
That's the gentleman's choice right there. I do also tend to think that dead money is better. Oh, I like the I like the I like what do you call it? I like what Lonesome Road does. I think Lonesome Road is a good wrap up. The only problem about Lonesome Road is that I can't take Ulysses seriously because when I hear Ulysses talk, the only thing that runs it through my head is bear bull, bear bull, bear bull, bear, bear, bear bull, bear bull, bull, bear. That's it. That's all I hear. Bear, bear bull, bear, bull. Can I get rid of it? No? Did I misunderstand something about it getting rid of force fields? Must have. I'm jumping the gun. What am I doing? I do need to be. What am I doing? Do I not? I've already got it. I clearly don't have the upgrade that allows me to break shoot. Yeah, it's there. It's in X8. It's in X8. The section I didn't want to go to. Also, does this have bonuses against? Surely. Bonus versus robots, power armor, critical strike, paralysis.
Klein, remember the time you forgot to carry the tube and nearly blew up the Y-Zero Research Center? Oh, wait, you did! Or was that me?
I think Mobius is my favorite character in the DLC, but that's not saying much because that's a question. Anyway, Jax, what did you do to celebrate Australia Day? It was Australia Day today. What did you do to celebrate it? Surely you did something to celebrate. I really love Laura Bailey for voice actor. Yeah, I forget she does the voice acting. For bloody now I have a mental break. What's her name again? It'll come back to me. I reckon I know what I'm doing, but I totally forgot the word voice. Don't know I'd rather nuke a column trucks, but I did. Go me.
You must be bloody stupid if you can't hide from me. Oh, good.
I just couldn't give a shit about Aussies. Fuck it, man. Rough. That's rough. Why not? Why not? What did I do in their day? Well, we didn't really get up to much.
Students, this
I mean, usually. Probably the same as... Probably the same as any other place around the world. Go to work, a job that barely pays enough. Then, nothing, right? Some of us do. Some of us do. Some people in this country have the idea of the dole blodger, someone that does nothing all day, but then just it's difficult. It's difficult to talk. This guy's just talking random shit. But nah, I would say that an Australian's day is probably no different than any other person's day in the Western country. You go to work for a job that barely pays the right amount. The Australian dream is to do nothing and get paid for it. That's why I have to come up with ways to get paid more money by doing work as possible. Might steal something. Larceny is pretty common. We got official holiday for National Day. Yeah, it was a holiday for us as well. Did I not get what I need? Did I not get what I need? No, all of them. All of them. Sorry, like a lot of this DLC is just fucking... It's not interesting. I really struggle with this one. Today was a public holiday. Most people would have just chilled today. I think most people had like barbecues and stuff yesterday because today was so hot. Typically, Australia Day people just throw barbecues, just chill out. But not me. I just did stuff around the house. Gotta appreciate days off when you get them. It was a long weekend, so. Get some ice cream. I've already had 3 of them today. I've already had like 3 little like icy coals just to try and like cool me down. And it's because I'm in the worst room in the house because this room doesn't have, it's like the only room without air conditioning. Only room without air conditioning. It's terrible. Alright. Explosives. And we want to go survival. Continue. Regardless of ammunition, 10 points of damage threshold. Could have set the air fan, kind of much cheaper. Now we got solar panels. Yeah, oh yeah, for the one room, yeah. We do have something. Might have to bust it out. It's gonna be pretty hot this week, so it's like it's gonna be pretty hot this week. So I might have to. But just try and save money. Because Lady Cannoli and I are gonna get married this year, so I just need to save money. You're gonna get ceremony and everything? Yeah, we're just gonna keep it really small. Because we're paying for it. I am not paying for all the people. We're gonna Bambino? Yeah. That's at the end of the year. We'd like her to be pregnant by the end of the year. So things will be moving along. Only because like I got a big family, and when I went to go speak to my my dad about it, he was saying, yeah, like you're gonna need to do like all of basically our side of the family, and that was like 120 people, non-negotiable, and I was like, not happening. I'm not.
You got to the residential test. This is really Boros, by the way. Hello again. None of us thought you would get this far.
And it's expensive. Like we initially planned to do something a lot smaller, maybe doing around 60 people, but no. Once I had a chat with my dad about what the kind of expectation was, that's when I was just kind of like, no, I've gotta rein it in. We'll do just a smaller thing, and because a lot of stuff going on in the background, I said, you know what, Lady Canolian, yeah, no, I'm serious. And look, I won't really get into it here, but I don't really have the best relationship with my dad. So does that explain why I got behavioral issues? I don't know. But what I'm going to say is that, you know, Lady Cannoli and I, we're just going to do a little ceremony. We're just going to go down to the registry office, do a little ceremony there, sign the paperwork, head out for a nice meal with a small group of friends and family, probably about 20 people. And then I'll take her out for a few days up in the hills. And then we'll come back to work because I've got a destination wedding in the Philippines. So I got to fly all the way over to the Philippines because my best friend is getting married. My brother is getting married in an expensive location next year. I don't know, but I need to find the money for that. And then my cousin is going to get married in Italy, but I'm probably not going to go to that because I'm not flying to Italy. That's like a 10K trip just for like a couple of days. I can't do that. So it is what it is. But anyway, Quiffle, apologies for not getting to your message sooner. Howdy there, partner. I was just dusting my Spurs around this town and I couldn't help but notice your iron on your hip ain't big enough. Unfortunately, sir, we cannot have little iron creatures infesting out here in town. You're here. So I must have to politely ask you to run along now, partner. Listen, cowboy, this stream ain't big enough for the two of us. Alright? So what you need to understand is that this my neck of the woods. You hear me? So don't you be stepping on the south side unless you're ready to receive the law. Because I keep the law in these here parts. You hear, partner? Alright? Ain't no way. Exactly. Last time I saw two cowboys get close, it was Brokeback Mountain. Are you telling me to shut up? Fuck. Ain't no place for two cowboys to Oh, you little shit. Anyway, Quiffle, how are you? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you again. You been keeping well? Thanks for coming past to check out the stream. You too, Jax. I haven't spoken to you in a little bit. It's good to see you. Fucking hell. I love that comment. Crazy. Oh. Anyway, before the stream, I watched the second episode of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms with Lady Cannoli. I like what they're doing. I think the TV show is gonna be good. I like what they did with episode 1 and 2. Night of the Seven Kingdoms, cool.
Wasn't that shut down for some reason?
I know, it's Fisto's older brother. But, got the machine. Oh, Baba Booey. Alrighty. Anyway. So, long story short, I'm gonna have kids on the way. By this time next year, by the end of next year, probably gonna be a dad, which is crazy. Who would have thought that that would happen?
Attention. This is now a combat zone.
I'm not sure how many of you are parents, but if you got any advice, I'd love to hear it. Oh. Boris is talking in the background, but I can't really listen to what he's saying. It's annoying as fuck. Thanks. You know what I need to do? I need to repair my shit. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. I need to repair my shit. Because it's busted. That's the problem. Mission successful indeed. Hold on. I got my hands on lethal IRL pick. Mission successful. How did you bait him into giving you a picture? Did you trick him into sending you a photo? Chachi found my account on TikTok. Oh yeah. Do you use TikTok regularly? I never could get into it. I don't know. I just didn't like it very much. It's really addictive. Yeah, I feel that way sometimes when I'm on when I'm chilling on like Twitter or YouTube. Like it's too easy to get like a lot of just. It's too easy to spend too much time on it. I did not mean to grab that. What's that crap? Do not need that. That. Yeah, I know, it's so bad. That's the way things are nowadays, isn't it? Like there's just the distractions everywhere you go. There's just distractions. It's so hard not to get distracted. Find the key to the K8 kernel, sonic emitter pulse upgrade. Well, that's why I'm in here. That's what the thing's supposed to be. It's not here, is it? Anyway. Ooh. Anyway, I know what game I'm gonna play next, Jax. I'm gonna play Fable because I really want to play. I really want to play like Fable 2 again. Did you ever play Fable? I haven't actually finished the first one. I need to finish the first one as well. Old one, I hope. Fable's an older game. Do you have a recommendation? There is no 2D part. There is no second. Yeah, gonna have to emulate it. I think I might be able to emulate it. Yeah, sorry, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think should be alright to emulate it. We'll see. The third one I don't think is available on PC either, but I found an archive for it. But I want to emulate anyway because there's a couple of older games that I want to play. I do have a couple of emulators set up actually. I got a PlayStation, I got an Xbox, and I got a Game Boy emulator set up on my PC. Because there are games that I want to play. Find out though.
Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros.
But do you have a recommendation for a game to play?
Hostile target identified. Commencing lawful use
pistol.
of deadly force.
But I had an idea for a video, right? Because the reason I'm going to play it is because I hear what they've been talking about, what they're going to do for Fable 4, and it's really, yeah. I had good memories with the third one. Second one I got the most experience with. I didn't play the first one until a couple of years ago when my brother got it on PC because we used to share a PC when I lived at home. So it was interesting. But second one I got like the most experience with because I used to play that like with a friend or my brother. Like we'd log on because you used to be able to like play like split screen. You used to be able to play local co-op on Fable 2. It was a lot of fun. Third one, a little bit less experience in, but that was a good experience. The whole gimmick of it might not have been executed the best, but I thought it was pretty good, right? Like, you know, you got this, you're in this situation, you know, overthrow the tyrant. Now, what do? Do you do what he did, or do you try and be better? But, you know, there's a cost to that, which is what I thought was really interesting. I didn't find out until years later that people didn't really like it. Of course, you could do both, but yeah. I thought it was a really interesting premise what they did, but the video idea I had in mind, because I was talking about it at the start of the stream. You weren't here, Jax. I was talking about how I'm going to change the kind of videos I'm going to make this year. By restoring house and game. Yeah, exactly. on your first, like on my first playthrough, like I said, I was going to help everyone, and then I got in charge, and then I was like, oh fuck. I had no idea. I had no idea what was coming. I got screwed over so badly. I couldn't believe it when it happened. I was just like, oh my god. I was so tempted. I was so tempted to like start my playthrough all over again because I couldn't. I could not. I didn't. I had no idea how I was gonna fix it. Now because you told me how to do this properly, I should be able to do this now without any issues whatsoever. Ugh. Nah, I can't be bothered. Fuck that. Let's go shoot it. Yeah. Nah, it was crazy. It was crazy how they did that. How they made it all. How did I made it all make sense? But the idea that I had in mind was I was gonna. What I was gonna do is I was gonna make a video going over Fable 1, 2, and then talking about what proposed changes they're gonna make with Fable 4, and just say, you know, like this is what Fable is. What they're saying doesn't inspire any confidence. You know, because they want to do like some weird millennial coded humor that I don't think most of us are going to find very funny. So, you know, I think the idea that it's going to be a disappointment is pretty reasonable. Like
Do not attempt. And barely.
what are they doing? They're not letting you. Evil acts don't change your appearance. No dog companion. And then there's all the weird political stuff that people get into, which I don't really want to get into, but you know, maybe there is something to be said about it. But you know, it comes from a studio where they're talking about how they're going to change the color of tattoos. Yeah. The will the what do they call it? The will lines. You know those little glowing things that you get all over you when you spec into your the magic skill. But anyway, I thought it'd be a good idea maybe just to go over. Oh my god, what are you doing? What might be a good idea to go over it? Just talk about it a little bit. First game was really good since you were growing up with your character. Yeah. No, it was easily one of the best. It was easily one of the best parts about it. It was easily one of the best parts about it. But I thought, yeah, like I said, I thought it might be interesting just to go over it, just have a look at it, and then compare what. Obviously, Fable 4 is not out yet, so there's a good chance that the game is actually good, and it's not fair to harshly judge a game that's not out. But I thought it might be interesting to strike while the iron's semi-hot. But it just means that I have to play the games again, which I haven't done, but I would like to soon. And nice magic combos, yeah. To be honest, I don't really remember much of how it plays. All I know is, all I remember is the story. That was the most, what have I done? That was the most striking thing about the game. That caught my attention. Oh, I thought I needed. Ugh. My bad. But yeah. Where are we going? What's the last one gonna give me?
schematics. Line washer, right for you. Down. Stop. Gabe! No! His Cyberdog atomic core! It's active! That means an exceedingly imprecise countdown to critical failure in 10.
Boros, why the hell did you install an atomic core? It'll blow when we reach 1, right?
9. All will be fine.
7. Yes, 7. 6. Halfway to destruction. Measured in clicks.
Prepare to be attacked by Dr. Morbius.
Alright, sorry, I got completely distracted because I wasn't sure what exactly I needed to do. Stuff. Maybe attacked by Dr. Mobius, he said. Yeah, I'm sure what I'm. Why did I take all that steady? What the fuck am I thinking? Very respectful. What the fuck?
Destroy this one, I'll make more.
So you made a proposal. Did Sue cosplay on Sue Storm? No, she never followed through with it. She 100% did not follow through with it. She's currently working her ass off in the gym, but look at me. I was promised something. I didn't get it.
Oh, hit my normal scorpion, will you?
Very disappointed. Preposterous indeed. Preposterous indeed. Very preposterous. Blowing my legs up for you. It's all good. What did she say? She said that, yeah, she said that she wasn't comfortable. She wanted to work on her physique a little bit more. Okay. I still love it. But I'm holding her to it. I admit we haven't been to the beach in a while. I'm not a huge fan of the beach. He's not making cosplay. The point of the gym if she is not making cosplays for Hubby Bambino. I don't know. But another reason is because she kept saying that, yeah, look, like we need to make sure that we're in good physical condition when we have kids, because you know my physical condition has just as much of a role to play in the state of the child as what her physical condition is. So we're both gonna. I mean, I already kind of had started taking it more seriously, but I'm just gonna make sure each year that I make sure that I take even better care of myself. Mainly my diet probably just needs a bit of work. I feel like I exercise enough, but I probably make it worse for myself because I probably tend to overeat a little bit too much. But that's just me. It's my culture. But
Tail locking on.
not another one. But yeah, she's fine. She's looking good though. She's been working hard on it. What about you, Jax? Aren't you working out in the gym more these days?
Destroy this one, I'll make more. Go, my minion. Sting them in the name of all that is Mobius! Stop that! You'll damage the hull! Stop that! You'll damage the hull!
Resting this month. Tough start to the new year. No, all good, bro. I hope everything's okay. Look after yourself. Trust me, I know how you feel. This year was a bit. Also had a very interesting start to this year.
You won't escape me! Stop that! You'll damage the hull! You're no match for science! Ow! Robo-Scorpion, attack! You're no match for science! Destroy this one? Activating special attack routine! You're no match for science! Ow! Oh, hit my Robo-Scorpion, will you?
Oh yeah. Bombers that explode. Oh no, it's not the bombers that explode. It's all of them that explode. I'll stop blowing myself up. Honestly, I'm an absolute goober. But yeah. Hope all is well. As good as it can be. Life's tough, I know.
You're no match for science!
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't make any New Year's resolutions. I know I just talked about how I was going to try and, like, stay on top of the fitness and all that, but... But I didn't really make any, like, resolutions or anything like that. I didn't sit down and say, yeah, like, this is all going on a to-do list. I'm gonna do this.
It is no use. All cyber dogs are under my command, and they will fight you.
Yeah, that's right. Mentats, why not? Out of the addictions. Why the fuck not? I don't know, maybe it's just something you stop doing as you get older. Never really liked the idea of New Year's resolutions anyway, because if there's something that you want to change, then you should do it. You should just do it. You shouldn't leave it 2 years and just you need the New Year's an excuse to start to do something.
Or was that me?
But that's just me. I need a doctor. Definitely didn't need to do that. That was overkill. But what it is. Let's see. Where do we need to go next? What time is it? Yeah, it's gonna be time for me to pack it up. Actually, it's 10:30. I gotta get up early tomorrow. I gotta do some work. I got work tomorrow. Today was a public holiday, but tomorrow is back to the regular schedule. I'm probably gonna be cutting back on the streaming. Mainly because I want to focus on the video making. So, I said at the start of the stream, but I'm making changes to the way that I do the videos. I'm not doing it like how I've been doing it. I want to try something different. Next video I make is going to probably be a little bit controversial, but I'm going to make it anyway. See what happens. I'll put some work on it. It's going to be about New Vegas. I do want to finish making a video on Divinity Original Sin. I have done plenty of work on the video. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I was working on the video for Divinity Sin, like I said, Divinity Ego Draconis, and I stopped because I wasn't happy with it. So I'm going to try and do something different. I'll probably release what I've been working on in the Discord. If anyone wants to see it, that's where I'm going to put all the stuff that doesn't see the light of day. But that's where it's going to go. And then I'm going to work on something else controversial. Yeah, so when the video, so I talked about this before. But what I want to do on New Vegas is I want to make a video and I want to discuss how. Let me pull up my notes because I'm probably not going to be able to articulate this properly. My notes probably can explain it better than what I can. So basically, what I want to talk about is this. I wrote this out as a way for me to refer back to it. Leave it. But for Divinity Original Sin, sorry, Ego Draconis, what I'm going to do is I want to make the idea I have for that one is I want that video to be basically saying that Larian should go back and they should make Ego Draconis the way that they wanted to make Ego Draconis instead of giving us another Divinity Original Sin. Because when I was preparing the video, I came across the developer cut. They released something in the developer cut that had like their story of them making the video. And there was a section in there where they were talking about what the original scope of the game was and how they couldn't do it because they weren't able to get funding. And the original scope was that they were going to have it so that you build up a force and you go and assault Damien. Yeah. And I don't know if you know much about what they originally had planned for the game, but it's actually that's actually like people talk about how New Vegas had a lot of cut content. Nah, like what was cut content, but what was the original scope for Ego Draconis was pretty nutty. So they wanted it so that you'd go out, you'd find other Dragon Knights, you recruit them, you recruit different factions, you recruit different groups of people, and then they help you fight Damien, and then the game would transition to like an RTS style thing, and you would battle against Damien's forces. That sounds really interesting, and it's a shame that obviously Ego Draconis didn't get the resources it needed to be a full game. There were parts of the game that I enjoyed, and there were parts of the game that I didn't enjoy. I think the game had a lot of potential. I wouldn't say that it was executed the best, but Ego Draconis was a breath of fresh air because it did a lot of things. It was different, right? And regardless of whether or not it succeeded, it tried. It tried to do a lot of stuff. Yeah, nowhere near what it could have been. So the video that I want to make on Ego Draconis isn't a review. I don't really know if I want to be making reviews like that anymore because I don't know. I don't know. I want to try something different. I want it to be a little different because the reason that another game called Dragon Commander as well. That's probably more in line with what they wanted to include in the game. Yeah. So this looks like this was a spin-off that yeah. So it sounds like this part was Dragon Commander was part of the game that they wanted to include in Ego Draconis, but then they split it off and they had it be something else. Anyway, the game that I want to make is the video that I want to make is instead of doing Original Sin 3, they should make Instead of making original sin free, they should make Ego Draconis what it should have been and try something different instead of sticking to the formula. Because I'm not saying that original sin free is going to be bad, but they made a lot of money with Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 was the culmination of all their hard work in Divinity Original Sin games. Sure, they adapted the D&D framework, whatever, but what they did was pretty good stuff. Baldur's Gate 3 is a very impressive game, no matter what way you want to slice it. I don't think anyone can deny that. I think what it achieves in terms of player agency, the way that it translates the rule set, that might seem like a pretty simple task, but the idea that they've crafted a story that allows hundreds of thousands of people to interact with it in their own way, or in basically any way that they could conceivably could, is pretty cool. It wasn't a perfect adaptation. I know there were things that were missing, but I would say that they did a pretty good job. So yeah, I would say that they should be doing that instead of doing original sin free. That I think would be more interesting because they've done Divinity. They've done it twice now. I'm sure they can tell the story again. I'm sure they're going to do a good job. But it's just going to be another turn-based game. Divinity Original Sin already played very similarly to Baldur's Gate 3. Am I talking to the gal on the right? Which one? This one. This one. No idea what that is. Final Fantasy. What's that? 14? Online. Never played it. It's right there as well. I didn't even see it. So yeah, I'm sure they'll do a good job, but the cow is D&D game, but you can't even turn into a dragon, fly across the world, party on your back, whereas Freedom, you can't even do that. Yeah. I'm saying that it'd be really good. It'd be really good because we get Original Sin 3. It's going to be Divinity Original Sin 2, but improved, which is going to play like Baldur's Gate 3 because Baldur's Gate 3 already played very, very, very similarly to the Original Sin games because of the formula, right? Divinity Original Sin is based off D&D. They play alike. Regardless, that's the video that I would make because I'm not sure whether those review videos that I make are any good. Right, the most popular video that I did last year was the one on Knights of the Old Republic 2, and I was disappointed, and I'm not too proud of it because when I read the comments, I just get the same comments, and maybe this is just me because I'm in a mood, but I see the comments on there that are the same comments that people were leaving on videos about Knights of the Old Republic 2 like fucking 5-6 years ago, which is to say that I didn't bring anything new to the table. Not that I need to bring anything new to the table, but I'm not happy with the video because when I think about it, it's just I made a video saying what everyone says, and I'm not implying that my videos need to be more contrarian or controversial to get attention or anything like that, but it's just not anything that, I really found too interesting in hindsight upon reflection. So the video that I want to make on New Vegas is this. I've kind of got it summarized here, right? Just in plain English so everyone can see. All right. Purpose of the video. I wrote this out. No, I probably can't see because my head's in the way, so I'll just read it. I think you're taking it too serious. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I think I might be in a bit of a mood, but I don't know. I just want to make like a half decent video. Maybe I don't actually have the passion for it. Who knows? But I'll try something different. So basically, New Vegas is a good game, but it's not the greatest game of all time. I think that's a fair statement. I think that there are parts of New Vegas that are weaker than others, and the fact that the only real criticism you see is that it doesn't really work on launch. It's kind of, but it's revered like with cult-like status, and you can't touch it. You can't say anything about it. It's kind of frustrating because it's like just an echo chamber. But that's not the main reason. That's not really an issue that I have. The issue is that it is like people obsess over it. And I think it's reached a point of absolute lunacy, and that the obsession and reverence that people have for this game render them incapable of enjoying anything else related to the franchise. And it's not only to their personal detriment to be so to hold it in such high regard, but also for the franchise as a whole. Because a common thing that people complain about is that New Vegas is like the best Fallout, or at the very least the best 3D Fallout. Now I haven't played Fallout 1 and 2, mainly because the gameplay doesn't interest me all that much, but I would give it a shot out of curiosity. But I don't see how not playing Fallout 1 or 2 excludes me from the conversation of saying which Fallout I've played I think is the best, or commenting on how I see people react to New Vegas. Some people might say that it makes me a tourist because I've only played Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4, but that's those were the games that were available when I started gaming. I was too young to play Fallout 1 and 2 when they first came out. And that's also kind of the thing, right? The fan base seems a bit stupid. I saw something on Twitter the other day. One of the this guy that makes art for New Vegas, he got bullied because he said he liked something about the show, and people attack the TV show quite vigorously. And I just think it's a bit silly, the state of the fandom, that they attack things like that willy-nilly, unnecessarily. It just seems a bit stupid. And I don't see how it's just a bit silly to see a fandom just attack anything that isn't. That shit all over Bethesda stuff all the time. And like Bethesda stuff has been in decline for a while now. No one's doubting that. But it's just reaching a level of lunacy that I don't personally understand. I think people just need to relax and take it easy and just kind of, let go. Because here's the thing, right? It's one thing to say, oh yeah, you don't like something, then don't buy it. But that's only one thing. You know what else you do if you don't like something? You just don't talk about it. You just pay it zero attention. You just forget about it and just move on with your life. Like if you're really not interested in something or you really don't like something, then you just move on. Like, what's the point of just sitting here just lamenting about what could have been? All right. Yeah, that's my main issue. My main issue is the Fallout community. It's not really New Vegas. But the idea of taking shots at New Vegas's quality is a little bit of bait, because it's gonna get people's attention, because people are gonna be like, he's gonna say something bad about New Vegas. Who would dare? Like, it's crazy. Like, who in their right mind would say something bad about New Vegas? Because no one will take it seriously. They'll laugh you out of the room if you try and talk shit about New Vegas. Even today, it was so hard to find like a decent like criticism of New Vegas. I managed to find one. But it was hard to find like actual criticisms of New Vegas. Here's the one I found. Here's one I found. Courier doesn't have any reason to be interested in the story, and if they don't, then neither do I. I think that beyond killing Benny, it's a bit rough. Like, you want to because you want to see what happens, but the Courier themselves doesn't really have a good reason to get into it. What else did I say? Combat. Yeah, the gameplay's rough as fuck. Like, it's really not interesting. It's really not fun. Shooting at things, but it still be determined by a dice roll in the background based on your stats. That just feels wrong. There's a disconnect there. It just doesn't feel right. When I'm shooting at something, if I put my reticle on it and I click, it should hit. It just creates a disconnect. And the environment and the exploration is really dog shit. Like, I'm not, and I don't think anyone really mentions it here, but like, Oh Well Blues, that opening is just so boring. It's so boring. Like, it loses its charm very quickly, in my opinion. Find it very hard to be interested. Very, very weak. You can say the same about Honest Hearts. Honest Hearts feels a bit weak. I'm interested because I like seeing what happened with Joshua Graham, but I don't know. Also says the strip's a bit of a letdown. That's fair. It's pretty empty. Engine limitations, sure, but doesn't change the final result. It's very, very underwhelming. Even in my own, like, anecdotal, even in my first playthrough, like the way that it was sold, the way that people talked about certain factions and the level of choice available to you, it's like, not really. Like with the boomers, you either help the boomers or you don't. Like, that's it. You might say, well, what do you expect? But not that deep. The Legion's also really underdeveloped as fuck. Like if you just play like vanilla New Vegas, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. What you need is niche games so you can shed light on stuff instead of feeling like you're just repeating the hype. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I need to spend more time thinking about what exactly it is that I want to do because I don't really want to. I don't know. I don't really know if I just want to make the reviews anymore. I'm still happy to stream and everything like that, but um, I just need to decide because I was doing the work on what do you call it? My Divinity Ego Draconis video, and I just really, really, really lost interest. Really lost interest. Loki spat the dummy. I was just like, oh fucking, I cannot be bothered. I've done work on it, but just cannot be bothered. Cannot be bothered. But I don't want to give up, but I'm just in a very unmotivated state, so to speak. But I gotta work that out internally. There's nothing that there's nothing that yeah, it's something that I need to work out personally on a personal level. It's not anything anyone can solve for me. It's something I need to work out. They don't have to be reviews. It can just be game content, like following a certain quest to enjoy not the entire game. Yeah, that might be the best way to go about it. I think the way that I present certain things can be a bit boring, but that's just something that I need to work on. I think I need to work on the storytelling. I need to make it more engaging. I probably need to stop putting myself in positions where I'm talking about stuff that I'm not interested in. Really, talking about sometimes talking about a game soundtrack or how it looks or whatever. Like I don't really care about that stuff all that honestly. What do I find interesting is the main thing. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I just have a moment. But still just trying to work that out. So like I said, I've done some work on it, but yeah. No, you don't present things boring. Just the whole killing the only women for the free brain mini arc. Sorry, what? Nah, you don't present things boring. Just the whole killing the only women for the free brain mini arc compared to dog brain. Yep. Yeah. Nah, that was pretty dumb, but nah, it's all good. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really not gonna force myself to try and do it because that's the way it is. Kind of just force myself. I thought the groove that I got into last year is what I wanted to do, but I'll be honest with you. When I stopped, because I got sick, or I stopped for one reason or another, I got sick and it was just downhill from there. I was just like fucking hell. Promising to help a man then sending his girlfriend to the fire along with his own mates. Yeah. No, I need to sit down and figure it out, but I'm just not sure. I have a couple of ideas. Like I said, I thought it might be interesting to talk about how New Vegas is held in such reverence and how the Fallout community's a bit of a shithole. I thought that might be interesting to talk about. Might garner too much attention, might be too spicy for some people, but I thought that was an interesting thing to talk about. And then after that, I was also considering talking about role playing and how some games it's really hard. Yeah, and just saving more games and I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But you guys are my therapists, so it's up for me to figure out. So with that being said, thank you for hearing me out, listening to what I have to say. But that's the inner workings of what's going on with me. I'm not sure when I'm going to stream next. Probably on the weekend. Got a few things to do during the week. It'll be a busy week because my boss is away, so I got to knuckle down, which means I should probably be getting some sleep. So I'll take care of that in a sec. Other than that, here's a drawing. Lady Cannoli and I got bored today, so we played a game. We got to guess the suspect. So this is like I was describing a character to her, and then she had to guess who it was. That's her drawing of Jack Sparrow. And then she picked out someone for me, and I had to try and draw them based on her description. And that's supposed to be Saul Goodman, but art isn't my forte. It is Jack Sparrow, yeah. G-Man from Half-Life, no. That was my interpretation of what she told me. Jack Sparrow was okay, yeah. So that was Lady Cannoli. That was Lady Cannoli drawing Jack Sparrow. And then that's me trying to draw Saul Goodman based on her description. I'm not very talented when it comes to art. The only thing I got right was the hair. The only thing I got right was the hair. But yeah, I guess it does look like G-Man, I guess. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, thank you all. Jax, it's good to see you again. Ellen, thank you for stopping past tonight. Call you too. Not sure if you're still around. Hope you get better soon. Good means an atrocity. Yeah, tell me about it. Anyway, you guys will take care. I'll see you all soon. I'll let you know when I'm streaming next in the Discord. Other than that, take care of yourselves. Happy Australia Day to all. Enjoy the rest of your night. And yeah, take care, all right? See you, everyone. You too, Poofle. Thanks for coming past to check out the stream, Poofle. Thanks for your message as well. All right.